Welcome students. Today we are going to start the second chapter of science, that is acids, bases and salts. This is session number 1. Okay, we'll start with the first topic, compound. All elements combine, many elements combine to form a large number of compounds. Okay, and on the basis of their chemical properties, chemical properties के basis पे सारे जो compounds है वो उसको 3 group में बांटा गया है. They are classified into 3 group. Okay, this is the first group. That first group is acids. Acids are those chemical substances which have a sour taste. Okay, जो खट्टा जो टेस्ट जो होता है ना, जो खट्टा टेस्ट होता है उसको sour taste बोलते हैं. And acid changes the color of blue litmus to red. Okay, and our second group is bases. Bases are those chemical substances which have a bitter taste. कड़वा, bitter मतलब कड़वा होना. So all the bases change the color of red litmus to blue. ये उल्टा होता है. Acids में हम लोग को blue से red में red color मिलता है और यहाँ पर red से blue color मिलता है. Okay. So now the third type is salts. Salts are formed when acids react with bases. A salt is a compound formed from an acid by the replacing of the hydrogen in the acids by a metal. Okay, so these are the three different groups, and we will study one group in each session. Okay, so altogether we will have 3 sessions. So before going to start acids, I would like to start one more topic, that is indicators for testing acids and bases. Okay, so what is an indicator? Indicator, it is a dye that change color when it is put into an acid or base. Okay, and indicator gives the different colors in acids and base. Accordingly we can identify that which is acid and which is base. An indicator tells us whether the substance we are testing is an acid or a base by change in its color. Okay, so there are 3 most common indicators to test for acids. The first one is a litmus. Litmus is a natural indicator. It can be used in the form of litmus solution or in the form of paper, litmus paper. There are 2 types of litmus. One is blue litmus and another is red litmus. Already हम लोग अभी देखे थे acid में, acid turns blue litmus to red and base red to blue. Okay, so this is the indications with the help of litmus to identify the acid or base. Acid turns blue litmus to red and a base turns red litmus to blue. Okay, so now we are moving towards the second type of indicator, that is methyl orange. Methyl orange is a synthetic indicator. Okay, synthetic indicator, the neutral color of this methyl orange is orange color. Okay, so orange color से वो जो change होता है उसके हिसाब से हम लोग identify करते हैं कि वो acid है कि base है. एसिड में वो रेड कलर हो जाता है और बेसिक सॉल्यूशन में वो येलो कलर हो जाता है. सो दीज आर द 2 changes. मिथाइल ऑरेंज इंडिकेटर गिव्स रेड कलर इन एसिड सॉल्यूशन. अगर किसी सॉल्यूशन में हम लोग डिप किए और वो रेड हो गया, दैट मींस दैट इज एन एसिड सॉल्यूशन. अगर किसी सॉल्यूशन में येलो कलर वो चेंज हो रहा है तो वो बेसिक सॉल्यूशन है. ओके, सो इन दिस वे वी कैन आइडेंटिफाई. द नेक्स्ट वन इज phenolphthalein. It is a synthetic indicator. The neutral color of this is colorless. Okay, and when we dipped in mixed in acid solution, it is colorless only. The color of this will not change, but in basic solution the color will become pink. Okay, so these are the 2 indicators for identifying the acid or basic solution. Okay, so now let us move towards our main next topic is natural indicators. So there are various types of natural indicators. We are going to discuss about some of the natural indicators. So we have already seen the first one, that is litmus paper. Litmus paper or solution. Okay, so litmus is a natural indicator. Litmus solution is a purple dye which is extracted from a type of plant called लीचे. It turns red in acidic solution and blue in basic solution. एसिडिक सॉल्यूशन में वो रेड हो जाता है और बेसिक सॉल्यूशन में वो ब्लू कलर का हो जाता है. ठीक है. एंड द नेक्स्ट वन इज द टर्मरिक. आपने देखा होगा कि जब कपड़े में जब टर्मरिक लग जाता है, इट इज ऑफ येलो कलर, बट वो जब वॉश करते हैं तो रेड हो जाता है. राइट. हैव यू नोटिस दैट वन? So next one is turmeric is also a natural indicator. Turmeric contains a yellow dye. It turns red in basic solution. So many times we have noticed that a yellow stain of curry on a white cloth, which is due to the presence of turmeric. The yellow color will be due to the presence of turmeric in curry. Turns reddish brown when soap is scrubbed on it. This is due to the fact that soap solution is basic in nature. Okay, so which changes the color of turmeric in the curry stain to red brown. So this stain turns to yellow again when the cloth is rinsed with plenty of water. This is because the basic soap gets removed with water. Okay, that you might be noticed in your house. So the next one is red cabbage extract. Red cabbage is extract obtained from red cabbage leaves is also a natural indicator. It is red in color and it remains red in acid solution. कोई change नहीं होता, acid solution में red का red ही रहता है, जबकि basic solution में वो green हो जाता है. Okay, so in that way also we can check whether it is acid or base. Okay, so this is also one of the good natural indicator. Now we are moving towards our main topic is acids. So what is acids? Acids are those chemical substances, just now we have seen, which have a sour taste. So, and one more property we have seen, that acid change the color of blue litmus to red. Okay, so some of the common fruits like raw mango, जो भी fruits है जो बहुत खट्टा जो होता है, right, raw mango हो गया, raw grapes हो गया, lemon हो गया, orange हो गया, tamarind हो गया. So tamarind जो इमली जो हो गया, these are very sour in taste. Why it is so? Because due to the presence of acids in them. इवन सोर्ड मिल्क जो होता है, जो दही जो काफी देर के बाद वो खट्टा हो जाता है, सो दैट ऑल्सो कंटेन सम एसिड्स इन इट. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट इज टाइप ऑफ एसिड्स based on from where we are getting the acids, sources of acids, from कहाँ से वो हमको मिल रहा है, उसके बेसिस पे दो टाइप का है. One is organic acids. The acids present in plant materials and animals are called organic acids. So organic acids are naturally occurring acids. So some of the organic acids are acetic acids, that is ethanoic acid, citric acid, lactic acid, tartaric acid, oxalic acid, and formic acid, or which is known as methanoic acids. So these are all natural acids are there. So जैसे एसिटिक एसिड्स हम लोग को मिलता है विनेगर में. ओके, और सिट्रिक एसिड प्रेजेंट रहता है किसमें? सिट्रस फ्रूट्स में, सच एज लेमन्स, ऑरेंजेस. और लैक्टिक एसिड जो रहता है वो सोर मिल्क में रहता है, जो कर्ड जो रहता है ना, कर्ड में रहता है. और टर्टरिक एसिड जो रहता है वो टैमरिंड में रहता है, और टैमरिंड और अनराइप ग्रेप्स जो होते हैं. ओके, देन दैट ऑक्सैलिक एसिड इट इज प्रेजेंट इन टमाटोस, and this formic acids is present in ant sting and nettle leaf sting में रहता है. Okay, so वो animal से मिलता है हम लोग को. Okay, so these are weak acids. These are weak acid. It will not affect, it will not harmful to eat or drink substances containing these naturally occurring acids in them. Right, the second, let us move toward the second type, that is the mineral acids. So acids prepared from the minerals of the earth are called mineral acids. These are also called man-made acids. Three most common mineral acids are hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acids, and nitric acid. These are very strong acids. It can harm. These are very dangerous, and they can burn our hands and cloth also. These acids should not be handled with care. In the laboratory, acids are generally mixed with water to dilute them. Such acids are called dilute acids. Okay, so dilute acids are less harmful to us. Now, these are the types of acids. Now let us move towards the properties of acids. So properties of acids can be divided into, again, two category. One is physical properties and the other one is chemical properties. Okay, so physical properties में तो पहला वाला हो गया, it is sour in taste, that is number one. Number two, we have seen that it converts the blue litmus to red, that is number two. Again, the acid solutions also conduct electricity. They are electrolytes. And one more very important, that कि acid से हम लोग को नुकसान भी होता है, right? So that is also one of the physical property, that acids have corrosive nature. So corrosive nature means the mineral acids cause severe burns on the skin and attack and eat up materials like cloth, wood, metal structures, and stonework. So they are said to be corrosive in nature. Okay, so these are the four physical properties of acids. Now let us move towards the chemical properties of acid. So first, we are going to discuss about when acid react with metal. Okay, acid जब metal के साथ react करता है तो it will give hydrogen gas. So that is the first chemical property. Metal plus acid will give salt plus hydrogen gas. Okay, when an acid react with metal, we'll get salt and hydrogen gas. And we'll see one example. When dilute sulfuric acid reacts with zinc metal, then zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas are formed. In this reaction, zinc metal displaces hydrogen from sulfuric acid. Okay, and this hydrogen is evolved as hydrogen gas. So this is the example, and this is a very important chemical property. And let us move towards the second one. Second one is when acids react with metal carbonates and metal hydrogen carbonates, then it will form carbon dioxide. So when an acid reacts with metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate, salt will form, and along with salt, carbon dioxide gas and water are formed. So we'll see one example for one for metal carbonate and one for metal hydrogen carbonate. So we'll see first for metal carbonate. Okay. So when dilute hydrochloric acid reacts with sodium carbonate, then sodium chloride or carbon dioxide and water are formed. So this is a chemical reaction, and the carbon dioxide gas is formed in the form of brisk effervescence, the rapid escape of small bubbles of gas from the liquid. Okay, so this is the example for what? Metal carbonate. Okay, now we are going to see one example for metal hydrogen carbonate. So when dilute hydrochloric acid react with sodium hydrogen carbonate, then sodium chloride and carbon dioxide and water are formed. So what we are observing, salt हम लोग को मिल रहा है. So these reactions are helpful when we will study about salt. ठीक है? So these are the two examples, one for sodium carbonate, another for. So what is the conclusion of the second one? Does acids react with carbonates and hydrogen carbonates to evolve carbon dioxide gas, right? And this carbon dioxide gas reacts with lime water. Later it can be react with lime water also. So now we'll move towards the next chemical property, that is when it what will happen when it react with base. So that is very important, because जब acid base के साथ react करता है तो salt form होता है. Okay, और उसको पूरा का base जो है वो acid को neutralize कर देता है. So when an acid reacts with a base, then a salt and water are formed. That is, acid plus base will get salt plus water. Will actually, when an acid is treated with a base, the base neutralizes the acid, and उसका जो जितना भी वो property जो रहता है acid का, उसको पूरा destroy कर देता है. It destroys its acidity. Since an acid and a base neutralized each other, others effect, एक दूसरे के effects को neutralize कर देता है. So that is why this type of reaction is also known as neutralization reaction. Okay, so actually when an acid is treated with a base, the base neutralizes the acid and destroys its acidity. Since an acid and a base neutralized each other's effect, so the reaction between an acid and a base to form salt and water is called neutralization reaction. So we'll see one example. When hydrochloric acid reacts with sodium hydroxide solution, ओके, तो तब क्या होता है, न्यूट्रलाइजेशन रिएक्शन होता है जिससे हम लोग को सोडियम क्लोराइड मिलता है और वाटर मिलता है. सो सोडियम क्लोराइड पूरा न्यूट्रल होता है. दिस इज दैट इज नाइदर एसिडिक नेचर और नॉर इन basic nature. So this is the best example for neutralization reaction. Now let us move to the another property जो metal oxide का है. What will happen when acid react with metal oxide? So it will form again salt and water. Okay, we'll see one example. Copper 2 oxide is a metal oxide. Dilute hydrochloric acid reacts with copper 2 oxide to form copper 2 chloride and water. So this is a reaction. Now after this we will discuss about the very important topic, that what do all acids have in common on. सारे base acids में क्या common होते हैं. So this is very very important. All the acids contain hydrogen. सारे acids में hydrogen होते हैं. And the hydrogen present in acids is such that when acid is dissolved in water, it separates out as positive charged hydrogen ions, that is H plus, and enters the solution as H plus ions. Okay, so this is very very important property of acid, that an acid is a substance which dissociates or ionizes on dissolving in water to produce hydrogen ions, that is H plus ions. For example, if an aqueous solution of hydrochloric acid ionizes, it forms hydrogen ions along with chloride ion. हाइड्रोजन कैटायन होता है, प्लस होता है, और क्लोरीन जो होता है वो एनोन होता है, माइनस होता है, राइट. सो a common thing in all the acids is that they produce hydrogen ions, that is H plus, plus ऊपर रहेगा, when dissolved in water. Thus the acidic behavior of an acid solution is due to the presence of hydrogen ions in it. In other words, it is the presence of hydrogen ions which gives an acid solution its acidic properties. So this is the common in all the acids. सभी acid जो है वो water में dissolve होगा तो hydrogen ions form करेगा, लेकिन कुछ acid जो होता है वो कम form करता है, कुछ acid ज़्यादा form करता है. So उसके basis पे now there are two types of acids. So we are going to study about the two types of acids based on hydrogen ions. Okay, so it's very clear that the acids which forms a large number of hydrogen ions, that is strong acids, and very less, that is weak acids. Okay, so this is the first one, an acid which is completely ionized in water and thus produces a large number of hydrogen ions is called strong acid. For example, hydrochloric acid, just now I told you that it is completely ionized in water to form H plus and that one cation H plus and anion Cl minus. So it is a strong acid. और कुछ acids जो होते हैं जो partially ionized होते हैं water में and they will produce a small amount of hydrogen ions, and that are called weak acids. Okay, so example, acetic acids. So it is partially filled in water to produce only small amount of hydrogen ions, so it is a weak acid. So now we are moving towards the last topic, uses of mineral acids in industries. So first one, sulfuric acids is used in the manufacture of fertilizers like ammonium sulfate, paints, dyes, chemicals, plastics, synthetic fibers, detergents, explosives, and car batteries. The second one, nitric acid, is used for making fertilizers like ammonium nitrate, explosives like TNT, that is trinitrotoluene, and dyes and plastics. The third one, hydrochloric acid, is used for removing oxide films from steel objects before they are galvanized and for removing scale deposits from inside the boilers. It is also used in dye stuffs, textile, food and leather industry. So these are the uses of mineral acids in industries. So um, I think acids में इतना ही है. और now on the basis of all this you have to complete these assignment questions and इसके answers हम लोग next session में discuss करेंगे. I hope acids is clear to all of you. Okay, so that's all for today's session. Thank you very much.